With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they go play action. Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Daniels.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. Right, hot.
Burrow on play action. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Got 11 mighty. 12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it actually serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You talk about this Bengals defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
60 by 6.
Now Daniels. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Here we go. 12. Can.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Cut. 180. 11 MT. Cut.
Here's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Daniels looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing now is Daniels. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here we go, here we go. Shot!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners,
here we go.
Run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't slip and fall when it happens in a game.
Yeah, the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Shot!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Done. Shot! Shot! 11. Shot!
Now Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Shot! Shot!
Now it's Burrow. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll run once more with JCM. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go. Pack the 60. Pack all 80.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
19 Lions.
On fourth down, here's Daniels. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a first and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the first and 10.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down and 8.
Here we go.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
I'm one, ready?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tez Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but... And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm one, ready? 11 and 11 MT. Gun.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. And this is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go. Right, 80.
Burrow will throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first-half lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Okay, ready?
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey! Cavity Lions! Ready?
To the air goes Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, for incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. Steady.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, crossing Merritt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. But it could have gone for more.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
To throw is Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's 1st down as he'll get this down inside the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
70, hop, 70.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He'll swing this out to Krusty Barrett. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. But he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. White 80. White hot.
Play action. It's Burrow.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this one is right down the middle.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Washington first down.
60 Eagles, tap the 60, tap the 60. Timberwolves.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2nd and 9.
Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Okay.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go. Set. 19.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
I mean, I agree with that partner because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
For the field goal, a 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT. Dot. Dot.
Looking to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And this one is right through. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process. Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow now off the bootleg.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far,
here we go.
It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow on play action. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Check the Eagles. Check the Eagles.
They go play action. Daniels.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Now Daniels going to keep it.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Commanders 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Takes over on 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Okay,
The
ready.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
70. Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Get it. 6, go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Daniels.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18. Ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Come on. Hey. 70, Timber Wolf.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Commander's first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
Let's go now. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Merritt.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
19, Friday, 19,
Brings up 2nd and 9. the 47-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It was a safety blitz and ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
18 Rattler.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 53 yards. And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point
Cowboy
conversion.
80.
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Bengals 48, Commanders 9. Set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
110 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Dot. 180. Dot.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Dot.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
1-1, ready?
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Can. Dot.
Burrow will throw. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. They'll going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Commanders 9.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And he'll give it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw.
That is into the hands of Krosky Merritt.
The offense on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Corey Kmet.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 7. And the Commanders' 1st down.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now an audible here into something else.
Second and 6. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On the 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk set.
Now back to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals continue to pull it on here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Debo going in motion left.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
43. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.